Good morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. It's Kaghoe coming at you with another video. So today, we're going to take a deep dive into looking at Phase 5 preparation. More of a final guide, sort of to wrap up everything I've talked about with Phase 5 preparation, because I have put out a few of them early on. And now that I really have done a ton more research and sort of taken a deep dive into it, I can confidently give you the best, most hottest items that you are going to want to stockpile, invest, and be ready for Phase 5, because that date is very soon. It's going to be coming around the corner before you know it. So one thing I want to say is I'm sorry that I didn't make many videos this week. I've honestly been playing Minecraft. They launched a new patch, and it's been really fun. Been playing with a lot of my college friends, so that's what I've been doing. But I want to get out of it and get back in here to give you guys some YouTube vids and sort of help you guys here in World of Warcraft Classic. So anyway, if you've been following the past few guides, we've been really focusing on greater firepower potions and fire bloom, as well as the materials that you use to make those. So we're going to look here, elixir of greater firepower. Now the recipe is not in the game yet, however fire oil, fire bloom, and obviously the vials are in the game. Now all mages go fire when Phase 5 comes out for AQ, and if a mage is trying and wants to stand out from other mages being the most popular class, they're going to want to use their consumables in raid. It really puts you ahead of the others, so these are going to be one of the top selling potions in AQ. Once Phase 5 launches, you can farm this recipe here in the Searing Gorge from these dark iron people in the cauldron. That is how you get the recipe, and you will make a ton of money, as well as farming fire bloom and fire oil. Fire oil is made from alchemy, but is farming fire fin snappers from fishing. If you've looked at some of my very first fishing guides, I said that those were useless. I was wrong and mistaken at the time. They are definitely useful, so if you're doing any of my fishing guides, they work there too. Just be sure to get the fire fin snapper pools there. So that's one of the best things that you're going to find for that. The other one for alchemy that you're going to run into is going to be greater nature resist potions. Now those are protection pots. These are super huge for it. It's just elemental earth, dream foil. You can get the recipe in the western plaguelands inside this cave. I have a guide for where to get that. It's right here in the Weeping Cave. That's where you can get the pattern. Elemental earths, one of the best places that I have found to farm them are Ajara if the earth invasion's going on right here. And then actually not Silithus. I found the drop rate to be really low there in Silithus. It's going to be Badlands fighting the mobs, the elemental earths right here at Agman's End or up here. Those are the best ways to get elemental earth in order to make these greater nature resistant pots. If we're looking right now, they're already at 5 gold per potion, and AQ isn't even out. I'd imagine those are going to spike way up. To give you a frame of reference, greater fire pots have been anywhere from 5 to 8 gold on my server pretty much the entire time. But yeah, those are two of the biggest potions you can go for. And then when we go over here to enchanting, we have all the oils come out in Phase 5, but the two best ones are obviously Brilliant Mana Oil and Brilliant Wizard Oil. Now these are so good for healers as well as mages. Wizard Oil is mages, Mana Oil is healers. You can only put one on your weapon. It doesn't take your enchantment slot, but these use large brilliant shards and fire bloom for the wizard oil, and then for the mana oil it's purple lotus and large brilliant shards. Now those are both fairly easy to get, fire bloom and purple lotus. Tenaris is probably the best place for that because you can get both purple lotus and fire bloom. Tomorrow's video is going to be a guide on me herbing in those locations. But if you have large brilliant shards, you've been stockpiling, or if you're raiding and there's a lot of junk gear going out and you're an enchanter, claim that. What I do is I PM people and I try to buy the gear for the vendor price from them, because if they're not an enchanter, it's the same as them vendoring it, and that's all they can do with it. So you can definitely make some nice profit with those. They give 2 to 4 large brilliant shards right now, and so that's, you know, obviously do the math for what large brilliant shards are and turning it in. I will take you to my bank real quickly on this guy, just to show you how much gear I have in here that I've been stockpiling. This is all the mage tier pieces. We got Ringo's boots, blood collar, staff of dominance. I bought these destinies really early when they were like 10 gold each. Been saving those. We have my Zandalari tier pieces. But just a lot of gear I've been saving, as well as 44 large brilliant shards. Obviously, I'm an enchanter, so I use a lot of those. And I also have a bank tune that has some more probably as well. But just sort of stockpiling these epics and saving them, because they can turn into Nexus crystals once a queue is out. And Nexus crystals are going to be used for the big enchants. Now, I don't know the behavior of these. I really wish I did. Blizzard has not said anything. There's been no blue posts to the best of my knowledge. I check quite frequently. They have not said a word about them, as far as if they will be Nexus or not. We've debated this, we've talked about it, so if you're interested in those, go check out my other videos for my thoughts on that. But the main reason that's a huge point to point out is all of these glove enchants that come with Phase 5. They take 3 Nexus crystals, 8 large brilliant shards. Some of these take 4 Nexus crystals and large brilliant shards, and just all kinds of enchants that you're going to be seeing. These are huge. If you get one of these early on, you're going to make a lot of money, because they are pretty rare and they will yield a lot of profit if you're an enchanter and on quite often. But Nexus crystals, large brilliant shards, either way, whether I'm right or wrong about saving those epics, you're still going to make a lot of money, because brilliant shards skyrocket come AQ for the oils, as well as these new enchants that everyone needs. I mean, the gloves are just insane. For shadow, frost, healing. Like, it gives casters a glove enchant other than mount speed. As of now, I pretty much have mount speed here on every single pair of gloves other than my fishing gloves. But any gloves that I might use for whatever reason, I have mount speed enchanted on them right now. So it's gonna be good to see us actually finally get to use some real enchantments. Now, another thing I'd love to mention is, I've covered this in another guide, but the nature resist gear. Now, nature resist is huge in AQ, and so there are pieces that you get from the Cenarian Circle reputation, and they give you these. There are plate, mail, and cloth as well as leather for all classes. There's 3 pieces that you get. If we take a look here at the Cenarian Circle, there's probably a better way to do that. We can see the pieces that you'll be able to get, whether you're leatherworking, blacksmithing, or tailoring. You can get some really nice nature resist pieces. Tailoring specifically gets the cape that gives everyone 20 nature resist, and a boss in there, Princess Huhuran, will she has a mechanic that at 30% she starts AoEing the 15 nearest people. So if you're melee, you're going to want a nature resist set. I don't know to the scaling or the difficulty, but I do know that a lot of people are going for it, and yeah, so that's just going to be a huge profit potential. It also gives you something to do in farming that Cenarian Circle rep right now in the game before it's out, and you'll make a lot of gold doing that, because you have to kill a ton of the mobs. I've had guides that are going into much more detail about these crafting things, but the big thing with these nature resist things are living essence. You're going to find a lot of living essence for cheap right now. If I'm correct about this, stockpiling some living essence will be huge. Living essence is used in all of them. Other than that, You can definitely take a look at the other mats. A lot of them are more like common things like bolts of rune cloth, maybe some moon cloth, blood vine for the tailoring stuff, and then the leatherworking's just a lot of the silithid stuff. And so on. So just wanted to cover that and tell you all those unique materials that you can probably focus and stockpile on right about now, and you will find that you'll make a ton of money. I promise you, if you're able to get these, you will make a lot of gold. And so that's pretty much it. If there's anything you think I missed, anything you'd like to point out, anything that you'd like to add, just let me know. Please like, comment, subscribe. It helps so much. Takes a second. You just have to click that notification. And yeah, thank you guys so much, and I will see you next time. Alrighty guys, bye-bye. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. It truly means a lot to me. If you happen to find anyone that you know would also benefit from watching this video, please share it with them. It helps me out a ton and allows me to keep doing what I love every single day, and that is gaming and sort of helping people any way that I can. So finally, thank you so much, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Goodbye.